Hi everyone, what's up? It's Chris speaking. Welcome or welcome back. It's been a little while since I've made a video or filmed a video. They're still getting uploaded. So how's your Corona season going? I have done the Corona cut. As you can see, I have no hair anymore. What I wanted to have a chat to you guys about today is talking to people about your transition, or starting to have those conversations about questioning your gender identity, because they are quite difficult to have. Most of us will have them with our partners or our parents, particularly if you're quite young and you're starting to question your gender going through puberty. It's a hard conversation to have. So I'm going to talk to you about how I started talking to the people in my life about how I was questioning, why I was questioning, and how I sort of explained it. Now, for me, I use a gender spectrum. Not everyone believes in a gender spectrum. Some people believe that gender is only binary, being male or female. Personally, I think that's kind of BS, especially coming into this world, and I do think that there is a spectrum of gender. You don't have to believe that. That's just what I believe, and that is how I started talking to people in my life about me questioning and starting to explore my gender. So, I have props for this video, and excuse the setup, you're probably going to see yourself in the background with the webcam. Hello, there is you, and there is me. You, me. Anyway, so this is our gender spectrum and what we're going to be working with today. So, a lot of people will look at gender in one of two fashions. Either you're in a box that is a boy, or I don't believe in the gender colours, like, fuck pink and blue. We're going to have blue and orange, because that's what I've got. Alright. So, some people think that you've basically got two boxes. Well, they're small boxes. Anyway, you've got the boy and you've got the girl. You're 100% in one or the other. I don't believe that. So, I am going to make those boxes a little bit bigger. Alright, so we have our bigger boxes. So we've got boy, and we've got girl, and we've got this little grey area in between. There. So you can either be binary, you can be non-binary. I would put non-binary people somewhere along the spectrum, but that doesn't attribute to all trans-identifying non-binary humans. When I was starting to explain questioning my gender to people, I would say something like, so if you think of gender in the terms of two boxes like I've got on the whiteboard there, I would call myself male, and that's what I'm starting to explore. Even though I wouldn't identify 100% in that male box, I'd probably sit somewhere here. Sorry, it's very glary. So I probably sit somewhere there. I would say to people that I have always sort of felt more masculine and more male dominant, and I probably would say that I identify between 70 and 80% as a male, and then not very much over in the other box. I can't even say the other box. And that was how I started to talk to my parents about it, and that's how I started to talk to my good friends about it. Was I've always sort of felt this way, I've just never been able to sort of put it into words, and it might be a good visual tool for you to show those people in your life, like, hey, this is what you believe there is one or the other, and I'm kind of here. It's also, it's opened my eyes up to the possibility of being non-binary. Now, I thought that maybe because I only identified sort of 70 to 80% in that male range, that maybe I would be a non-binary human and not a binary trans person. But that title didn't fit me, and it didn't feel right to me. So I identify as a trans male, a binary trans male, and I'm transitioning from female to be completely male. That's how I want to present. That's how I want people to view me as, which is why I've gone that way. It doesn't mean that I don't have those aspects of femininity within me. It doesn't mean that I am going to jump into that box 100%, and that's what I sort of explain to people, is there are still parts of me that I guess are stereotypically female in terms of being warm and caring and things that aren't sort of seen as overly masculine, which again is BS. Men can be caring and sensitive as well, but just in terms of that spectrum, that's where I sit. Since going on hormones and starting a physical transition as well, I would probably say that I identify 80 to 85% in the male range, so that has changed and evolved. And it doesn't mean that once you choose somewhere on that spectrum, or you start showing people on that spectrum, that's where you feel right now. It doesn't mean that it can't change, because it may be fluid. You may go further one way, you may go further towards the other way. We're seeing a lot of people sort of start detransitioning as they become less comfortable, so they've gone the other way on that spectrum as well. So however you identify is up to you. No one else can tell you that except for yourself and what you feel. Don't feel like you have to be persuaded by somebody else to say that yes, I'm definitely this or I'm definitely that. Like I said, my eyes have been open to the possibility of non-binary human beings, and I believe more and more in that non-binary title, which is awesome. And it's awesome that that's starting to come to the forefront of our thinking in terms of being trans as well. For me, it doesn't fit. Definitely more on the binary side. So that was how I started explaining it to people. It may be a useful tool if you're starting to talk to other people about how you feel, whether you do it verbally or whether you actually get a piece of paper and you say, you guys think in this term, this is where I'm at, which is why I'm questioning it, because I'm not super comfortable over there. Anyway, that's just my take on it. Thank you as always for watching, especially if you made it to the end. If you like the content, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to the channel, my face will be on one of the bottom areas of the screen and you can click that. Leave a comment if you have used this method or you think it is super helpful. Yeah, basically that's it. Alright, have a good one guys. Thanks. Okay, bye. Yay, we're done.